Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know I recently made a poll asking if you want to see more networking or alarm content, and right now the alarm content has more votes than networking. So looks like I'm going to be switching my channel to focus back on alarms just for a little bit. But before I do that, I want to show some additions and explain some plans that I have for my Discord server community and just what I've been up to in general. So, as y'all been know, I've been experimenting with dial-up internet connections for probably about 2 months now, and I freaking love it. And I've decided that I wanted to start my own dial-up ISP. Now, with that being said, I wanted it to just not be one of those, you know, random, run-of-the-mill ISPs that everyone does. I wanted it to be different. So, not only is it going to be an ISP, it is going to have access to a AOL Instant Messenger server and a BBS system. And so, I thought I'd demonstrate the BBS system and the dial-up connection in this video. Not the AIM server in this one, but I'll make another video on that shortly. But I'll just kind of talk about how and what the setup is going to look like. Right now, I bought another 2811 because these routers are freaking awesome. And the original plan was to shove this card in it, which is a NM-8AM modem, 8-port modem card, which would give me 8 connections to my 2811 at the same time. Well, I didn't do any research before I bought this card. I just assumed that it would work with the 2811, and it doesn't. So that is my bad. So this is going to end up being replaced with a 2600 router. But for now, I have just the 1-port modem card in the back of it, so it's still doing dial-up and everything, but I can only have one person connected to it at the same time, so it kind of defeats the purpose. And the BBS won't work properly, because, like, the only other person I'll be able to get on it is me, because I can just telnet into it, but whatever. Anyway, so I'll kind of go off and explain how it works. On this PIX, there are 3 fast Ethernet interfaces. There's the outside interface, which is the 192.168.1. whatever network. There's the inside interface, which is my 10.0 network. That is what literally everything is on. And then there's the there's a 60.0 network. That 60.0, I set up what's called a DMZ, and or maybe it's not a DMZ in this configuration, but basically I made it have a different IP address, and it doesn't have any access to the 10.0 network. So it's basically splitting this firewall into 2, I guess. So one half is my network, one half is dial-up. So that way people can't dial up and obviously get access to my local network and anything else. So they can only get access to whatever I have. And obviously I'm really locked down and done a whole bunch of access lists, and you can't do a whole bunch with the dial-up connection just for safety reasons, because I'm not going to get in trouble for someone doing something stupid over a dial-up internet connection. And like, you're not even going to, the speed's going to suck, and you're not going to be able to even do anything in the first place with it. It's mainly just meant for collectors. So yeah, basically what's happening is that out of that interface, it is going into a switch. It's actually a switch card on the back of the 2811 right here. You can see there's like 16 fast Ethernet ports, but I have it set up in a switch configuration. And that's just, there's a switch there because it needs to be crossover, and it's going into this 1760 router. The only reason why I'm doing this, and this is complete jank and overkill, but it's because I like it and this is what I'm into, so I know it's completely unnecessary. So it comes into this 1760, and then out of the 1760 over T1, and then out of T1 into the 2811. And then, so whenever you dial up, you're connected to a dial-up internet connection over T1. And I wanted to do it like that because if I'm understanding correctly, back in the day, that's how they would do it. Like, an ISP would have a T1 connection, and then off that T1 connection, there would be all the users and stuff, and the customers on that T1 connection. I could be wrong. That's just what I think, and I think I've seen some videos that explain that as well. Anyways, I've been rambling on for about 4 minutes now, so I guess I will go ahead and show it dialing up. So we'll go ahead. Oh, and I also got Radius to work. So this is using Radius Authentication Protocol, talking back to this server right here for the username and passwords. And this is also running the BBS and AIM server. So you can see we're currently dialing. I changed the phone number from 682-0003 to 682-2000. And it is actually off the voice gateway now instead of the 2911. Verifying username and password. So I just sent the radius request to the server. Your server responded, said, yep, username and password that I was entered is correct. And then it just registered my computer on the network. And we can see we get 31.2 kilobits per second, which is terrible. But that's good. That's what we want. We want a slow connection because it's dial-up. So we can see pinging Google. And it sucks. There we go. So pinging Google. Doing okay there. As you can see. Go ahead and cancel it. So that's basically the dial-up internet connection portion. So let's go ahead and disconnect from that. And I will show you the BBS portion now. We're going to have to make a hyperterminal thing. I'll set it at... Nope. We're going to set it at 4800 baud. Same phone number, 682-2000, and all that's doing is whenever you dial that number, I have it set to basically tell the router right here to telnet into the server's IP address, which is running the BBS. So that's all it's doing. It's basically initiating a telnet session. So here in a second, we'll see. Sorry for the shaky video, guys. I kind of suck at that. There, we're connected to the router. And now it's telnetting into the BBS. Any second now it should work. Unless VoIP is VoIPing. There we go. It looks crappy at first, but that's just hyperterminal being weird. I'm not going to show my password. There we go. This is the BBS. It's just not mine. I didn't write this software. It's called Mystic BBS system. It's free and open source, so you can install this if you want to. This is just the one I'm using. And there's like, you can do online chats and talk to people, whoever else is connected. And one more thing is that this BBS is free to use. Obviously, everything is free to use. And you don't even need to contact me to make an account. All you need to do is dial 682-2000 if you're on TandemX, and it will work. I'm thinking about setting up a PSTN number so you can dial an actual phone number, and so that way people outside of TandemX can dial into it. However, if I do that, it's only going to be limited to BBS system. The dial-up internet connection is only going to be available to my Discord members. So that's the way I'm going to have it set up, just for security and privacy reasons. So we can get off the BBS now. That's what it does when it hangs up. And we can see that it disconnected. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to lately in getting all this stuff set up. Yeah, this will probably, unless like I just have a random 3 AM motivational urge to make another video about this crap, this is probably going to be the last video you're going to see on networking, at least for like 3 or 4 videos, because I need to make some more videos about my alarm systems, because I've been doing a little bit with those. And so yeah, I'll make, I don't know if I'll get back to this at some point, but I want to focus on my alarm hobby again at some point too. So anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh yeah, and I'll make an update once I get the 2600, obviously, and I'll make an update once I get the whole system in its final version. So yeah, thanks for watching.